What's going on, guys? One love out to everybody. Quick recap here of that UFC fight night, Gane versus Volkov. I'm going to show you guys how I do stuff over there on the Patreon account also. On this card here on YouTube, I went 7-5 because of the filet fight. Went to a non-contest. And I actually went to a DQ. And on my Patreon account, I went 9-3. Right? Also, on the Patreon account, I had a couple of singles that came in. Like a lot of singles came in, right? Which I'm going to show you. Let me see here. Okay, let me show you guys that real quick. Face off on the weigh-in parlays. This is how I usually do it. And what you see here is kind of similar to my YouTube. I would do different combination plays, right? And if you guys want to, you can play the entire thing. If you want to, or you can do singles on it, right? I think it was number 2 here. When you're breaking down fights and predicting it, there's sometimes the fights that you think are going to come in may not be. We have to go back and like kind of watch videos again and kind of take a chance in this one, take a chance in that one, and try to build up something, right? I am more of a parlay kind of person. I like to play parlays, right? But you know, you can do 8 parlays, you can do 12. It does depend on how much you can do, right? You can also do singles with the outcome, which is the prop bets, right? If you see here, obviously, Gane didn't win on this parlay, but I had Tanner Bowser, I had Tomorrow winning. Like what I told you, Tomorrow's a quick guy and he's very skilled, right? He actually won off with his points, basically being the more active fighter, right? Andre Philly fight went to a DQ. Nicholas Darby didn't come in. Renato came in, so that's 3 right there, and Kennedy 4. Rakhmat 5, Jamal Wells, like I told you, the newcomers, and they usually come in here and pull off the win, man, because they have nothing, you know what I'm saying, they don't have anything to lose, man, right? So they come in here and they look for the win, and he did, right? Isaac lost the fight, had Julia, Charles Rosa, and Damir. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So if you wanted to, you could play the entire team, but it would have lost, or you could just do singles on it if you wanted to. This was my weigh-ins and face-off. So I went 9-3 on that. Now I'm going to show you the singles, which is basically what I'm going to show you here is basically prop bets with some combination parlays. So it's basically I'm just combining things together to see, you know, if it possibly could hit the entire card, right? When I'm making a card, I'm predicting a fight, I'm looking at it as like, if it's a 12 play card, I'm looking at it as like hitting the entire thing. So when I'm doing a parlay or when I'm predicting and breaking on fights, I'm looking at hitting the entire card, because that's how I usually do, right? These are prop bets by singles now. So you would play these by singles. The ones, what you see, they are like the decision and the KO, TKO, you go singles on those. You wouldn't do the entire parlay because obviously Yancy Medeiros lost. But it was close, and Justin James lost, but it was close. Isaac lost, but it was close. No, this is it here. See the Jamal Wells, KO, TKO, and he won by what? KO, TKO. Renato, he won by what? By submission. Tomorrow, he won by what? By decision. Cyrix Gane, he won by what? By decision. So I had Jamal Wells, Renato, Tomorrow, and Cyrix Gane winning by the outcomes. So all 4 came in exactly on the prop bet by the outcomes. So you wouldn't parlay all that because then it would have crashed. But if you just do the singles on it with the outcome, especially Jamal Wells, KO, TKO, I mean, he was a big underdog. Let's check that and see. He was a huge underdog, I think. Yeah, it was plus 190, so plus 185. So you put KO, TKO on him in the prop bets, you know, you end up with something good, right? Renato won by submission. Like I said, when I'm making these predictions and these breakdowns, it's not easy. It's a lot of work going into it, and obviously, you know, to hit an entire card is not easy, but you have to play around with it, right? Do more homework on it, kind of single out some guys, kind of go singles. You know, you can do parlays depending, or you can do the prop bets where you're looking to get the outcomes, which I had 4 outcomes here: Jamal Wells, Renato, Tomorrow, and Gane. Even though I didn't get it on the full parlay, I got them on singles. So when you see I have like one here, that means you can take a shot at the entire thing, or you can just play singles. When you see it like this is the props. You're gonna play one person with the outcome. So you would put Jamal Wells by KO/TKO, and just put one, whatever money you want to put on him, $10 or $5 or whatever you want to do. I'm not, convincing you guys to go bet or whatever. You guys do what you want to do. But I'm just explaining to you like how I do this thing, right? So it might not be like everybody's own, but it works for me. And as you can see, the Gane, the Tumor, Renato, and the Jamal Wells missed it on the parlay, except for I had Renato and Jamal Wells and Tumor in a parlay, but obviously the parlay got killed because let me see here, because Nicholas Dalby, he lost the fight, so I basically missed it by 3. And let me see, Isaac, he missed the fight too, and obviously Volkov lost. So basically, I had to play with Tumor in it, and I had to play with Renato, and also I had to play with Jermaine Wells, which was a massive underdog, short notice. I mean, hey, so that is how I usually do it, guys. So like I said, sign up to the Patreon account, guys. You guys gotta, because the work that I do, it's a lot of work, man. And like I said, a lot of people will do it differently and how they want to do it, but usually I just give you the entire list of fights. I'm gonna make videos too on it, but once I give you the entire list of fights, just like my YouTube here, you see the outcomes. You can do the entire card, or you can go by the prop, by how the person is going to win. And I knew Tumor had a chance of winning by decision because his speed and his technique. And if you look at how Barcelo fights, sometimes he sits down. He doesn't move his legs as much. And if you look at Tumor, he moves around a lot, right? Cyrus Gane, the same thing. He's light on his foot. He moves around. I knew he could get a decision. Knocking out Volkov, maybe not, but I knew he could get a decision though. If you look at Volkov sits down. He's a bigger guy, 260 pounds, carries a lot of weight in him. So Cyrus Gane is a more lighter guy in the foot, so I know he could outpoint him like a karate match, right? Like a point fighting match, right? And I also know Jamal Wells had a shot because I watch his footages and I see he's a heavy hitter, but he's wild, but he's a heavy hitter. So he had puncher's chance and he has nothing to lose. So like I said, guys, go to the Patreon account, sign up, because this is how I'm going to be doing it all the time, man. So you can either go singles. Like I said, I'm a parlay dude, but you can go singles if you want and do the outcome and do the prop bets in it, and it can work out for you. Once I sit down and start doing more homework along the way, and I start going through more plays, and I say, okay, I'm going to single out this guy, single out this guy, single out this guy. I'm going to parlay this, I'm going to parlay that, I'm going to parlay that. It's a lot of freaking work, guys. It's not easy. So hopefully whoever played the singles, the bank. So it is what it is, right? So you guys keep on kicking. 7-5 on the YouTube, 9-3 on the Patreon, and went pretty good on the props. Even on the YouTube, I went pretty good on the props too. And on the YouTube, I had Tanner Bozo by KO/TKO. I had Kennedy by KO/TKO. I believe Rockman submitted, so I missed that one. I had Marcin by KO/TKO. I had Avelov actually submitted. I had Damir by decision. And I believe Rosa won by decision. So like I said, guys, this is how I'm going to be doing it. So go over there and sign up to the Patreon account. Show me some love. Give me some thumbs up. I need more subscriptions. And yeah, man, you guys keep on kicking. And one love out to everybody. Oh,